Hey everyone, welcome back to the DWF. It's your host Dan WrestleFan here, and today we are looking at some Becky Lynch action figures. I don't know what happened to all my Beckys. I used to have a ton of Becky Lynch figures, and I know I was using them like crazy, doing customs, and like when I first started painting figures and stuff, I would use Becky Lynch because I knew I had just so many Becky Lynches, and now I'm really hurting for Becky figures. So we kind of forced ourselves into this situation, I suppose. But anyway, let's get to it. With Becky Lynch, there's really not a bad figure. Like, she has so many good well, I say that, and now I'm looking at the Series 100. But there's not too many bad Becky Lynch figures. But to start my picks, this is tough. To start my picks, I've got to go for my number 4 slot. Has got to be any of the Celtic Invasion, Last Kicker Becky Lynch's. Before she was the man, I loved these steampunk style gears. I thought they were so cool. It was very unique to her character. It was just a ton of fun, absolute ton of fun. I loved her entrance. She came running out, like the one here in the entrance gear and everything. Like, this was just a fun era of Becky Lynch. That was started Becky pre the man, and since the man, they've just been pumping out like the man figures. So there's a bunch of them, but anyway, I like the classic Becky Lynches. Those are really fun for me. Moving on to my number 3 spot, we probably have to go, I think I almost have to go with the Lady Gaga one. I don't have her entrance coat on here, but the way this was packaged in that anniversary 4-pack, it was so good that I still have a mint on card Becky with who was in that? The Rock, Stone Cold, and Hogan, and Becky, I think. It was so good. I loved it. I went back to the store the next day, went back to Target and bought a second one because I was like, I really want to keep one of these in box. I don't have it here with me. I'd grab it and show you because I don't know what happened. I misplaced my jacket for her. Otherwise, I would have put her back in her entrance jacket. But that's the reason that this figure makes number 3 on my Mount Rushmore, just because the jacket was so good. The headpiece here that I was able to find again, just so good. Number 2 on my list, it's got to be the Ultimate. Her Ultimate was really well done. One of the earlier women's Ultimate figures, I think it was the second, or was hers the first? Did hers come out before Ronda Rousey's Ultimate? I don't remember. She's one of the early Ultimate Edition women's figures. It was really well done. This is her WrestleMania gear when she became Becky Two Belts, shortly before becoming the man, before that transition to the man. She was Becky Two Belts. I thought that whole feud, that triple threat feud leading to WrestleMania was amazing. I'm not a huge Ronda fan, but Charlotte and Becky definitely carried that. But I mean, Ronda had, while she didn't have the in-ring work, she had she could build the heat. So like everyone thinking Ronda's going to go in there and win this. Charlotte came in with a title, Ronda came in with a title, Becky came in with nothing and walked out with both. So that was incredible. I remember my wife and I were like, man, I think Becky might be the underdog in this one, but let's go Becky. All my friends were going Charlotte or Ronda, and I was like the only one who was like, no, Becky can win this. I want Becky to win. But yeah, that was incredible moments and stuff. Just really good gear. I'm glad they chose this one for an Ultimate. I would like to see them do like a throwback Becky to get one of the steampunk geared Beckys into an Ultimate. I think that would be really cool. That leads us to our number 1 spot. Who's our number 1 Becky Lynch? Well, I mean, I said at the top of the video, the steampunk is just my favorite Becky. This figure in particular is so good. I love this figure. It's not got the great posability. It's got the rubber jacket and the awesome looking hat, but just a great Becky Lynch. And I'm pretty sure like the corset piece is also rubber, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I haven't used this Becky in a while because I did have one previously, but when I would pose it around and stuff, the joints got really loose really fast. So I bought a second one to take out a box and just have. So this is my favorite Becky. She doesn't get used much. She mostly sits on a shelf now, which is why she kind of looks a little dusty. If you guys are wondering why, like, everyone else is black and she's a little gray, she's getting dusty. She just sits on the shelf because I don't want anything to happen to this Becky. That's my favorite Becky Lynch figure that's out right now. Am I missing any? Are there? I mean, you have these. Oh, God. You have these Becky Lynches, the man and the black tights, but I feel like they're kind of similar, the same in a way. Like they're cool. Like I really like the man one, how it has like the braids and stuff and braided hair. That looks really cool. This is a cool Becky. Like I said, there's hard to go against a Becky Lynch figure. There might be one exception that I have. There might be one exception of a bad Becky. And even the Series 100 isn't the worst. She might have been the best in that series. I can't remember who was in that series now. But I just remember it was kind of meh wave. No, Andre was in that. The suited Andre was probably the best in the series. Becky just doesn't, I don't know. Something, I think it's the head sculpt. I'll show you guys again here. I think it's that head that just really, it looks so blah. Like there's no emotion in her face. It's not like it's just there's just like an emotionless face. There's no soul in that figure. Like all her other figures have something, right? Like if just looking at the Mount Rushmore, this one is a happy Becky. This one is like the kind of PO'd Becky, because I'm pretty sure her eyebrows are a little crossed or something in that one. This one looks determined. This one, let's see here. Let's pop your hat off. This one looks like she's high or maybe asleep. I can't tell. That one, okay. But this was, I think, before the true effects and everything. So that one's kind of bland. I don't want to head swap that because that's the original head. I was about to say I could head swap that. You know what? I might have to buy another one of this Becky so I can fix it up a bit. Give her some double jointed arms and head swap and make her look up to date and new and possibly use that one. Anyway, guys, that's my list of Becky Lynch action figures, at least the ones I have left. I know there was I'm pretty sure I had another Becky. I think it was a custom because it was one I did from her like Irish Jig NXT stuff that was absolutely terrible. I'm so glad she went away from that character, but I did a custom of that was pretty cool that may have made my list, but I don't know where that is. It may have been so bad I just got rid of it. But anyway, guys, there's my list of Becky Lynch action figures, at least of the ones that I have left. I'm sure there's probably better Beckys. There probably are. I mean, she's so popular. There's got to be there's got to be better Beckys. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree with this list? Is this a bad list? Are these all trash? I mean, obviously this one isn't trash. Her ultimate stands. These two could probably be interchanged for other Beckys that are out there. I don't know them. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye!